Thanks for tuning in to my first video. So today I'm going to talk about how I first started designing UI UX. What were my first steps? So as you can probably tell from the title, I literally started with Microsoft Paint. And I know you may be thinking, yeah, right, you start off with Microsoft Paint. Well, yeah, it's true. In 2016, I was living in a hotel. I didn't have any money whatsoever, and Adobe XD hadn't quite come out yet, so I had to start off with Microsoft Paint, and then I started learning the basics of UI UX design, and then from there I went into Adobe XD, continued to learn, and then now I'm at the place that I'm at now. I'm going to show you guys a couple of early designs I did in Microsoft Paint, and then in a later video, if you guys are interested, I'm going to show you actually how to do some UI UX designs in Microsoft Paint. I want to test myself to see if I can do it, as well as just see like what could come about from it, and you guys might find it interesting or not. I'm not sure, but I feel like it'll be a fun project to do, so I'm gonna try to do it. So as you can see here, this is some of my early, well, these are my early designs in Microsoft Paint. I was trying to build like this music type application. So notice here I have like a little pop-up that says personalize your playlist. You put the title, the description, enable sharing or keep private. Like this is what I was trying to do, and I did it in multiple colors, things like that. But if you can see how this looks, this was 2016 and I was a beginner, but you can tell even for then, it's very dated. This looks like early internet type layout and design. So that this is that. Okay, so here's another design of the same music application. Notice there's supposed to be like a search function, a community wall. Those are supposed to be friends, I guess, on that side. I think these are supposed to be trending artists. So if you just see like this is this is what I thought, this was my thought process starting out. Like if I was to do this today, it would be completely different, but you can tell like this is a, I don't know, like I don't want to say this is a beginner, but you could tell that my mind was the wheels were spinning in my mind and I was trying to come up with something. But as starting out, you can't really translate what you see in your head into great design yet. But this was one of the designs I did, and this is all Microsoft Paint once again. And then here's a different one where it was supposed to be like your family, your friends, and then randoms. And then I guess you can like block people or unblock them. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but here's like another design. Um, And then here's another one. It's more blurry, but this is a discover page. I guess right there you can see the discover page. So we have all of these genres, and I guess the ones that are like had the boxes around them are the ones that were clicked. And you can tell this is all, look at this, look at this stuff. But anyways, so that's what's popping up. So you have the rap, you have the K-pop showing up, you have the music videos. Isn't that weird how these images are so clear but other ones aren't? But anyways, you have the music videos, you have lyric videos, you have artists. So like this is kind of how my mind was working. So like the ideal was there, it's just the execution wasn't where it needed to be. But if you look at the creativity is very high if you look at like what I was trying to go for. But this is all my beginner work. There's more that I'm not showing, but this is just some that I'm showing. And like I was saying earlier, I'll be doing a series where I'll be taking like well-known websites like Airbnb, different stuff like that, and I'll be copying the design in Microsoft Paint, seeing if I can pull it off in Microsoft Paint. Because we all know Microsoft Paint is not a prototyping software or program at all. It's literally meant for people to just do doodles, little paint jobs, paint bucket scribblings and stuff like that. So I want to see if I can do more like I tried to do here. Not knowing any better, by the way. This was just me designing. I didn't know better. I didn't know you're supposed to use certain software or certain tools or things like that. This was just me having an ideal and wanting to put it out into the world. So that's what I want to say to people that are watching this as well. Like, if you have an idea, don't think that you have to have the perfect set of tools to get the ideal out. Just get it out of your head. Like, don't don't limit yourself. Everybody has to start somewhere. I had no money living in a hotel. Like, we had to start somewhere. So that's what I did. Like, oh, I have Microsoft Paint. Oh, I know you can do stuff in it. I had like I said, I was naive. I didn't know you really aren't supposed to be able to do all this in Microsoft Paint. You're not supposed to be able to do all the things I was doing. But my mind had no limits on it. So that's why I was able to accomplish what I was able to accomplish. And that's why I believe that I'll be able to pull off some of these newer designs in it as well. Because if you don't limit your creativity and you don't if you don't know the well, how what am I trying to say? If you don't know the limits of something, then there really are no limits. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense to you guys out there. But if you don't know the limits of something, then there really are no limits. So that's how I kind of feel like with Microsoft Paint. If you look beyond the fact that it's Microsoft Paint and you just dive in and start trying to create something, you might surprise yourself and be able to like really create something pretty astonishing. So that's what I'm going to go for in later videos. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at my old horrible designs. But yeah, this is what I was able to do in Microsoft Paint.